Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone, and also Selamat Hari Raya. So today is for our topic 4 discussion, theme 4, which is on health and sports. So before we start, let's introduce ourselves first. So my name is Afif Shafi'i bin Muhammad Puzi, number metric 205-784.
My name is Amir Fidaus bin Basri. My metric number is 206-778.
My name is Idram Ishaq. My metric number is 210-329.
Hello, my name is Ahmed Hanin. My metric number is 209679.
My name is Amir Shukran bin Shariza. My metric number is 207612.
My name is Siti Farhana and my metric number is 211314.
Hello, my name is Nurfatini Zahari and metric number is 21006.
Wait, Farahia. Right. So wait for a minute. All right, Farah, Aina, sorry. Can you introduce yourself first? Cannot hear. Am I the only one who can't hear, or everyone else? All right. So it's okay. All right. When you can speak, then you introduce yourself. As this like our fourth time doing this, everyone know each other and everyone know everybody. So let's start. So we start with our team today. Let's start with Hanin. Your news for today.
Okay, so my news comes from Optus Sports. So the article is basically about this football manager named Will Still. So he went from playing computer games to the game called Football Manager to actually managing a football team in real life, which beat PSG, which drew against PSG. So I would like to start by saying a little bit background about who Will Still is. Will Still is an Englishman who grew up in Belgium and started coaching at a community college in England before taking charge of Preston North End under 14s team. After that, he returned to Belgium and started as an opposition analyst for St. Trundans. By 24, he was the head coach position at Liars. So what made him start getting into coaching was actually the computer game named Football Manager, which relies on real life data and real life reports by the scouts and all them. So what they did was they put the real life data into the game to make it realistic. So he started playing this every time when he was in teenagers in university, every time game, which led him to pursuing a career in coaching. So by the time he was 24, he was already known as a manager of Portugais, and managers like Vincent Kompany wanted him to be part of his coaching staff. However, he did not go to coach at Adelaide with Vincent Kompany. Instead, he joined Reims, which as a second manager, helping the manager to succeed. His success at Reims this season has been very much real, with the club currently 10th in League One. His success has included home and away draws against Ramos, Messi, Mbappe, Verratti, Donnarumma, all the star players you can have in one team. Interestingly enough, the 30-year-old doesn't actually, so every time he steps into the pitch to manage Reims, they have to pay a fine of 25,000 euros. Every single game he plays, they have to pay a fine of 25,000 euros. But Reims still choose to pay the fine and put him as a coach, as they believe in his abilities so much. So yeah, I thought that was a very interesting news to share with all of you.
All right, thank you, Nin, for the interesting story news. Let's go to Amirul. Your news.
Progress.
Your news.
Okay, my news is, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Alright. My news are more to about awareness. The title of the news is reduce your risk of esophageal cancer. This article I got from the Star that published on 30 April 2023. So from this article, it states that symptoms of the disease include difficulty of swallowing, unexplained weight loss, chest pain, and coughing. So to lower the risk of esophageal cancer, the following steps are recommended, such as quit smoking, limit alcohol consumption, incorporate a variety of fruits and vegetables into the diet, and maintain a healthy weight to gradual weight loss. So that's all from me.
All right, thank you, Amirul, for that very concise news. Let's go to Aina.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
yes, yes. Yes.
Okay, so today I'm going to share with you guys healthy news topic, which is Malaysia in the throes of chronic kidney disease explosion. Okay, you can look at there. What I read and understand about this article is Malaysia is the midst of a chronic kidney disease, CDK, explosion, with 1 in 7 of our 33 million population, or 4.7 million adults, already in various stages of it. Said Malaysian Society of Nephrology, MSN, President Dr. Lily Mushahar, she said more than 50,000 patients were on dialysis as of December last year. One reason for the large number of people with CDK is that there are usually no symptoms in their early stage. CDK may be diagnosed after one has a blood or urine test for some other health condition, and the results show a possible problem with the kidney. Currently, more than 25,000 dialysis patients are on the waiting list for transplantation. Sadly, most of them may die before their turn comes up due to a shortage of organ donor, while those who receive a new kidney have a 90% chance of prolonging their life by another 5 years. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Aina. Oh. Okay, let's go to Fatini.
No?
Hello.
Okay. So for today's topic discussion, I would like to share to all of you about Today's 1.5 dies of heat stroke in Kelantan, which updated on 28th April 2023 in Straits Times News. So based on the articles, a 19-month-old child is believed to have died from heat stroke in Kampung Kota in Kota Baru, Kelantan. So Mr. Ahmad Faris Fazli Muhammad Nasir, the child's father, said his daughter Nur Imani began coughing a week ago and had been vomiting. Moreover, when she was brought to the hospital Raja Perempuan Zainab II, she was weak and cold. So after having the postmortem, it showed that her kidneys and heart were burnt. It was empty inside. The water and the blood in her body had gone. So heat stroke is medical emergency that occurs when the body's temperature regulation system fails and the body temperature rises above 50 Celsius. Heat stroke is a serious condition that can lead to organ damage, brain damage, and even death if not treated promptly. A proud and generous group member, I would like to conclude and remind to all of you to stay hydrated, wear light color and loose fitting clothing, avoid prolonged exposure to the sun, and take frequent breaks to cool or shaded areas. It is also important to be aware of the symptom of heat strokes and seek medical attention immediately if they occur. So that's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you Fatini for that new awareness news on the heat stroke. All right, let's go to Amir. Your news.
Okay, thank you, Afif, for inviting me. Okay, so my news is actually a bit similar to Fatini's news because it's about first thing first. Do you guys know about the SEA Games 2023 that's located in Cambodia? So as we meeting now, there is a live open ceremony of the sport event. So for my chosen news related to the SEA Games is titling SEA Games, athletes reminded to be wary of heat related issues. So this article is published by the New Straits Times, and this article suggests that it's important to athletes to take precaution to avoid the heat related issues when competing in the hot and humid environment like the SEA Games in the Phnom Penh, Cambodia. So the Malaysian contingent had their chief medical officer named Dr. Jasmiza Kuzairi advise these athletes to stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water or electrolyte drinks and avoid sweet drinks, coffee, and caffeinated drinks. So this is important to make sure these athletes have who's been exposed to the sunlight should cool down their body. And of course, there's several tips and precaution that this MO given out to the athletes, such as avoid wearing thick attire, black clothes, and instead wear hats, caps, and gloves, and also use lotion and sunscreen. So this medical team comprised of 30 sport science and sports staff. So this is specialists come from the National Sports Institute as well as paramedic to monitor these athletes' health during the SEA Games. So this medical teams operates 24 hours in case there is something wrong going on when these sport events in Cambodia. That's provide physiotherapy and massage service for these athletes to avoid these heat related issues. Okay, that's all from my news.
Right, thank you, Amir, for the news. Let's go to Siti. Your news.
Okay, so the topic that I have choose is mental health issues and psychological factors in athletes. There is an interactive relationship between athlete personality characteristic and the athletic culture that may have both positive and negative effects on the individual athlete. This relationship between internal and external variable is fluid and may mirror changes in culture as a whole and changing developmental patterns of individuals in their time of athletic engagement. For example, the internal trait of perfectionism may contribute to anxiety about physical appearance in the athletic environment, while the external coaching environment may also influence athlete anxiety or the internal trait of pessimism, in addition to the external factor of low socioeconomic status. Bullying in athletics is another under-researched topic. Defining the term can be difficult because action and comments that one athlete perceives as bullying may be experienced by another athlete who responds positively to negative feedback as motivating, Bullying has been defined as abuse and mistreatment of someone vulnerable by someone stronger, more powerful. This negative behavior can be exhibited by teammates or coaches and includes yelling, physical trying to overpower an individual, or using language to intimidate an athlete. It can also involve a coach making an athlete feel that they are worthless, despised, and or valued only as a result of their athletic performance. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Siti, for the very informative news. Let's go to Ridwan. The floor is yours.
Okay, so can you hear me loud and clear? So now I would like to share you a news about regarding the sports. It is from the Malay Mail. It is articulated on Friday today at 8 morning. So this topic title is about the Hotspurs, a Tottenham Hotspur player. He blames the management for their upheaval performance for recent million rush. So in summary, this news is about a player of Tottenham complain about their drastic losses because of their underestimate from their previous winless win. So it means that after they win countless time, they are starting to lower their guard, which cause the next upcoming tournament become less dominating for them. So it's from this news, it says that the Premier League club are winless in their last 4 league matches run that included a humiliating 6-1 thrashing by Newcastle United and have won only one of their last 7 games. Tottenham Hotspur runs of abysmal result is directly related to the management merry-go-round the players have had to deal with in recent weeks, midfielder Pierre-Emile Hotspur said yesterday. He said, when you have 3 coaches in a very short time, there is some change, some instability. Just 7 days after the debacle against Newcastle, Spurs fell down into 3-0 behind within the first 50-minute games against the Liverpool, if you know the football team in the Premier League, before they mounted a comeback. However, they conceded a goal in the dying seconds to hand Jurgen Klopp's side a 4-3 victory. And Hotspur said that the result was devastating. He acknowledged that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to leadership and success in football, but emphasized the need for a team to find a way to create some sort of power and some sort of energy going in that way. So all in all, he advised so their team will maintain the consistency even though they keep winning it, so they will not be being left behind. That's what's by this news that have been told. Okay, that's for me.
All right, thank you, Rida, on that football news. So for my part, I would like to present on the news about that Japanese diet may slow the progression of fatty liver disease. So this news is written by Robbie Berman on May 3, 2023 on the Medical News Today. So the news stated that a new study has found that following a Japanese-style diet can help people with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD, to slow its progression. The author of the study have tracked 136 people with the NAFLD that is being treated in the Osaka Metropolitan University Hospital in Japan. So then the researchers score the diet of each individuals and the food and the intake of the Japanese food diet. And they saw that the person that consumed a lot of Japanese food associated with a slow progression of the disease. So the food like such as rice, miso soup, pickles, soy products, seafood, green and yellow vegetables, green tea, seaweed, and other Japanese food have slowed the progression of that disease. Especially soy product, seafood, and seaweed have the most significant reduce of the disease. And if you guys want to know more about the NAFLD, you guys can read the news when if you guys choose my news. I can research more on the NFLD. So that's all for my part. All right. So now let's before we vote, let's recap. So for Hanin is about the Belgian manager that managed to the team Reims to manage to compete with team like PSG. Then with Amirul on the esophageal cancer. And then from Aina is on the rise of kidney cancer in Malaysia. And Fatini on the Kelantan case of heat stroke. Amir also on heat stroke, but on the athlete during SEA Games. Siti on the mental health issue of athletes. Ridwan on the Spurs. The recent Spurs downfall from Højbjerg. And for my part is on the Japanese diet, slow deprivation of fatty liver disease. All right, so now let's vote. How about anyone want to vote first? You can type on the
I would like to vote for Fatini news about the heat stroke.
all right. Same for me. So he's Fatini heat stroke. All right. 2 people. Other person? Ame and Farhana. So Ame, all right. Okay.
I choose Ame news.
Fatini, all right, you guys, we got like 10 more minutes. Fatini, I choose Fatini and Ame and Farhana. All right, I am lost. All right. From what I can see, Fatini got the most vote, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 for myself. All right. So Fatini is the obvious winner for the first news. All right, on the heat stroke. For the second one, I saw Afif, Ame, Ridwan. Afif, Ame, Farhana. All right, and Ame. So I think Ame won for the second. Oh, but since both are about heat stroke, how about we choose another one that is not about heat stroke? You guys have any suggestion? Fatini is already chosen. Is it okay, Ame, if you not if you do not choose your news for this time?
It's okay. I think yeah.
Nice, okay. How about Farhana? Farhana is on Oh yes. All right. What is it about? Mental health issue. All right. Mental health issue. But you guys agree? We choose Fatini and Farhana. Mental health and heat stroke. You guys okay?
Yeah, I will agree to that.
Agree, I'm agree.
All right, so now everyone agree. Okay, thank you guys. So we now have chosen our final news for team. Now we are going to proceed on creating the newspaper or the news article. So not, we will proceed on of the discussion on the WhatsApp group on how to delegate the task on creating the news. All right, the newsletter. All right, thank you guys for coming for tonight meeting, and selamat Hari Raya, everyone. All right, see you. All right, see you.
Thank you very much, Ashif.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.